It is often said the worst tragedies bring out the best in a community, and that is exactly what we are seeing in Fordyce. The town not only rallying around the survivors and victims' families, but also supporting one another. Wake Up Central's Journey Taylor back in Fordyce this morning with where there is new help for the people there. Journey?
Yeah, Hayden, good morning. As the sun rises here in the city of Fordyce, the Mad Butcher grocery store right behind me remains closed. And while there's no indication that it will close permanently, we did talk to the mayor yesterday, and he's hoping that they can get the grocery store back open, hopefully by this weekend. And until that happens, many people who live here in the Fordyce and surrounding areas don't have access to a grocery store with fresh produce. That's where the Fordyce Farmers Market is filling the gap. It was up and running before the Mad Butcher closed, but now it's even more important as a long-term option for fresh produce to help the people in the area, and they can rely on it. Heather Crost, who manages the market, says the impacts are being felt.
Everyone relied on our store to provide that, and I mean, as far as any other fresh fruits and vegetables, we had a lot of members in our community that walked there. They didn't even have transportation to get there. So the closest place to get that is here.
And that's Heather Crost. The Fordyce Farmers Market is right next to the Dallas County Courthouse. It's open every day except Sunday from 6:30 a.m. until 1:30 p.m. Now back out here live at the Mad Butcher, there's a new sign hanging in front of the store saying, "We are Fordyce strong." It's one of the many signs of support we've seen around town. As mentioned, we were here yesterday morning, and before we left town to head back to Central Arkansas, we drove down 4th Street, we drove down Main Street, seeing just different signs, different graphics saying "Pray for Fordyce, we are Fordyce strong." So of course the community all coming together to just be resilient during this time. But as they continue to mourn, of course we know that several funerals will continue to pick up this week for the victims impacted by the senseless act of violence. Now of course we'll continue to update you, especially as we learn more if the grocery store will open this weekend, as we do know that this is the only grocery store with fresh produce within 30 miles of Fordyce. For now, though, in Fordyce, I'm Journey Taylor for Wake Up Central.
It is a small town with a big heart, and you can see it this morning. Journey, thank you so much.